Hi everyone, this is Linda with the Living with Linda, and I wanted to put together a video for all new home buyers or first-time home buyers to give some great tips and tricks and really important things you should know when purchasing your first home. Here are 10 very important things you should know when purchasing your first home. Tip number 1, be organized. I know there are a lot of people who struggle with organization. It is very hard, it is very time consuming, but it is very important when it comes to purchasing a home. Being organized as far as having your home ready when it's time to move, having your paperwork organized, having children's school schedules, work schedule organized to make sure that everything is correlating appropriately, being organized when it comes to having your paperwork ready for escrow. It is extremely important to be organized. That will also include meals. When you are in between homes like we were, it was very important for me to stay organized and have things prepared and ready so that we weren't eating out all the time, spending all our money on fast food and ordering out. So number 1, be organized. Number 2, give yourself an ample amount of time to move out. And I know that can be really hard for some people, especially if you have a deadline, if you bought faster than you thought you were going to, or went into escrow faster than you thought you were going to, if things are just happening rapidly, if your lease ends on the 20th and your move-in date is the 22nd, I can definitely understand it being extremely difficult to have time. But trust me when I tell you, whatever you can do to give yourself time to move from your old home to the new home that you purchased is so important. We had approximately 1 week to move out. We had about 3, maybe 4 weeks to pack, but to leave from one home to the next home and have our apartment cleaned and ready for inspection so that we can move into our new home, it was 1 week. And I have to tell you, with a husband who was out of town with work and 2 autistic children, it was nearly impossible. So number 2, if you can, if there's any way, give yourself ample time to pack. Even if you have to stay with friends, family, even if you have to stay in a hotel to make sure that your old home or apartment or where you're staying with a roommate is ready to go and is in pristine condition, so that when you move into your new home, you don't have anything to worry about. Number 3, try not to buy during a stressful time. Now I know that could be almost nearly impossible, but if you can avoid it, avoid it. I know many newlyweds, they have this dream idea that they're gonna plan this amazing wedding, and then they're gonna get married, and then buy their dream home, and then get pregnant and have children. And all 3 of those events can be extremely stressful. So if you can, buy your home in a great state of mind, because no matter how amazing your realtor is, no matter how great your credit is, no matter how much funds you have available for a down payment, it is an extremely stressful process. So I urge you, if you are interested or looking to buy a home, as best as you can, try not to have too many other major events going on at the same time. Number 4, don't get your heart set on just one place. And I know that can sound really harsh and really rough, but it's really the truth. And it really just depends on the market. Here in Southern California, it's currently a seller's market, and there is just a lack of homes that are available. So you find something you love and you put in an offer and you cross your fingers and you hope for the best. The home that we picked out before this home that we actually decided to purchase, was what I felt was my dream home. And I felt our offer was really strong, and we connected with the homeowners because they were actually there during our showing. And I just knew that was going to be my house, and I had my heart set on it, and they got a better offer. And it was heartbreaking. It took a little bit of time to get over, because you do get personally connected, and you can get personally connected with homes, and that's what I did. And I am a firm believer that what is for me will always be for me. And even at that time, if I felt like that home was for me, it wasn't. And I still love my new home, but I wish I would have took other people's advice when they told me that, because it would have been a lot easier of a process. And it's perfectly fine to love a home, but try not to fall in love with it until you know for a fact that it is your home. Number 5. So this was the biggest one for us. Even though it's number 5, it was huge. So my husband qualifies for a VA loan, and technically with that loan, we're not required to put any money down for a down payment. This was huge for us, because even with the great credit that we had, most families are expected to put down between 15 and 20%, which could be anything between $75,000 and $100,000. Who has that? So knowing that we could still qualify for a home and not have to put any money down was amazing to us. So that's what we prepared for. We later found out that even though we didn't have to put any money down for the down payment, we still had to have tangible funds available. So what that means is we were required to put down a good faith payment, basically telling escrow, we are very serious about this purchase. We really want to buy this home, and here is a good faith payment letting you know that we're not going to back out. And so our good faith payment was $4,650. And that's what we had to pay upfront before we could go into escrow. Now, even though we were going to get this money back, it was not going to be available to us for a minimum of 30 days. And we just originally didn't budget for it. Luckily, we had an amazing realtor who gave us some great tips and tricks and showed us different avenues on how we could collect those funds, and we were able to come up with it and not have to utilize that money. Keep in mind, we still have bills. We still had rent, car notes, gas and electric, water, gas, food, groceries, children. So, almost $5,000 is a lot of money to not be able to have access to. So definitely, if you're gonna go VA loan or any other special programs that don't require any money down for a down payment, make sure you do all your research and really understand, because I'm pretty sure no money down doesn't technically mean no money down. All right, and that was the first 5 very important tips, tricks, things to know for first-time home buyers. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope it was helpful to you. If you enjoy this type of content, please give me a like and subscribe for more. I'll have 6 through 10 coming up in another video shortly. Until next time.